footage goes to our animators, they can track all of those dots precisely.
And a big smile. And eyebrow raise.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Bucks coming into the arena confident, and for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And you know, for the Bucks, they've played great basketball, no doubt about it. Do they have more potential than they've showed us thus far? No question about it.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Whiteside is out there with Favors. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for London, Larry Nance out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Conley. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Adams in at the 5. And in the early part of the season, some teams still working out the kinks. Doris, where does the level of play peak, do you think, in the regular season?
Well, most teams would tell you they hope they're playing their best basketball down the stretch as you're marking toward the playoffs. But the fact of the matter is, Kev, that begins on a day-by-day basis. You are building habits from the first game of the season all the way through the end of the year. This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Powell, the pass to Adams, and it's blocked by Whiteside. At the elbow, Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Conley. Last game with 30 points. Pass to Tatum. Will it go? Rebound by Murray.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Adams' shot is off.
Just 1 made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Powell. Conley against Leonard. Over Conley. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And the Lions with possession here. They trail by 7. And the Lions decide to take their first timeout here. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. Certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. 5th best, the Bucks.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
Nance passes to Adams. To the middle, and they get it, and the rejection by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Bucks leading by 7. Harris outside. Favors against Powell. Out to Harris. 6 to shoot. London with the rebound. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Here's Murray. Larry Nance making his last shot. Harris, right side, passes it to Whiteside, and Favors kicks to Harris. A 3 from Leonard, and Tatum pulls it down. London trails by 5. Sinks that one from the post.
There you go. Not the best start, but maybe that's the shot that gets him in rhythm.
Leonard looking over the floor. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Milwaukee. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court for the Bucks, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Favors. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's Murray. And it's Harris in at the shooting guard position. London trails by 5.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Yes, that goes in.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Here's Conley. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Tatum. The offensive rebound.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Bucks leading by 5. Murray surveying the D. And the pass to Leonard. From 15 feet away, shot is good off the back rim and in. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And the Lions call time here. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention.
Well, Jason Tatum, a 3-level scorer, gets to the mid-range jumper. It's good.
Murray against Conley.
You just have to love that grit and effort on the glass. No problems battling for the basketball.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
A floater, Favors, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Favors has got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now here's Tatum. Last time 45 points for him.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Lions have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Conley against Murray. Back to Conley. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Leonard. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Lions with possession here. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Poke loose. It's stolen by Harris. To the inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. And stolen by Tatum. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Shoots over Leonard. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Tatum.
Well, do not let Jason Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 18. That about.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for London. They've got Steven Adams. Hands out there with Tatum. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Conley in at the 1. Tatum passes to Powell. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks leading by 11. And it's Leonard missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Lions. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And the basket is good. Whiteside's got his second bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Knocked away. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists now in the game.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's a look at what's coming up for London. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down, my goodness.
And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. .105 left in the third quarter. Here's Conley. Rejected by Whiteside, and it's going to be out of bounds. London will retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Leonard draws the double. Out left to the wing. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the night here. Free throw, good, Whiteside. Now Conley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Looking to end the run, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, the seasoned veteran Mike Conley has been such a soft-spoken guy, but he has also been one of the NBA's best leaders, both on and off the floor. You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 22.
Kawhi Leonard has averaged 25+ across multiple seasons. We are talking about an elite scorer.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard with the steal. And here we go, the Bucks running again. And he lays it straight in. 24 points for him.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
With 1 on the clock, offline.
One of the best defensive players in the entire league, Kawhi Leonard, so hard to get a clean look against him.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, Joe Harris is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Favors in at the power forward position. And the Lions with possession here. 19-point game. Here's Powell, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Derek Favors.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter, and obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end, and that to me was his best performance to date.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
London trails by 17. Conley scanning the floor. Outside Tatum. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Puts it up off the inbound. And it's going to be out of bounds. London will retain possession. Powell with it. Leonard picks him up. Powell dishes to Tatum. Looking to get it going. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, Jason Tatum at 6'8" with authority. That's nice.
Conley against Murray. Leonard on the wing. Over Adams. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Leonard's got 26 points. Pass to Powell. To the paint. And stolen by Favors. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Murray kicks to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Murray against Conley. Pass to Powell. Now here's Conley. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Murray outside. To the left wing. Favors inside. Nance on him.
And this is what Nance Jr. is capable of. Send it back.
And it's London on the break. Here's Tatum. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And that one falls for Tatum.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from three.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And London going with the whole new group out there. Barea against Murray. Cornette passes to Nesmith. Buries it down low. .29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Barea against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Now, here's Langford. Passes to Nesmith. Off target at the rim. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.